Sub 70 new ambassador. Bernie, you've got a driver in your hand.
I have.
Now, we are up here at sub 70 and we're doing some fittings today, and this is a delicate one because you've dabbled around with a few different drivers over the years, but you've always run back to this little driver in your hand.
I have, yes. Nick's going to face a bit of a challenge here, I think, because
Yeah.
I absolutely love this driver. It does what I need it to do.
Yeah.
Like you said, I've changed. I've got the newer models of this. I've even changed brands and manufacturers over the last 3 or 4 years. But like you said, I've run back to this because it seems to work for me. I know the spin numbers are high, but it's gameable, and that for me is a big thing with driver. It's not one of my strengths. If I can get something that's gameable, so for him to beat this, he's going to have to be on top of his game.
Top of his game. Now, like you said, Leicester has found drivers that do go a little bit further than what he's currently got in the golf bag. Now, the one he's got in his golf bag is the Cobra F8. Is it the Plus?
No, it's
the standard one.
So it's the higher spinning
slightly higher spinning version. But Leicester, what he found when he got into the low spinning models, he was losing. Well, he was optimizing it, but he wasn't hitting as many fairways. And what we found, certainly from the course vlogs and things that we've done over the past, is that when he goes into something with a little bit more spin, it gives him more fairways, which then in turn gives him confidence, so he can be a bit more, I don't know, aggressive with his approach with the driver.
100%, you've just summed it up perfectly, really. I need to be able to game a driver, so...
Well, on that note...
Should we go and try some?
Let's go and smash them. We have got a challenge for you this afternoon, Nick.
Okay.
You've got to beat his driver. The question is, can you do it?
100%.
100%. Look at the confidence in him. I love it.
We'll find something.
Love it. We'll find something
that competes.
Yeah. Okay. Love that, Bernie.
That's 50 carries the normal.
Yeah, well,
probably, I've got more in me,
I think probably as he warms up, I think you
fairways.
could probably get him out at like 260 to maybe 265 at a push with that shape. And then if he really wants to step into one with a bit of draw, there you go, straight up to 265.
Gonna be tough to beat, isn't it?
Is it? Oh, he's backing off, Bernie. Backing off.
There's a big backtrack there.
That was a huge backtrack.
Yeah. Into the other room. Nick, where you going? Nick, let's go.
So we're at 255 carry average.
Yeah.
2300 spin.
Yeah.
But again, good attack angle, so it's maximising it.
I think Nick's a little bit concerned though. I've just looked at his face. He's a little bit concerned he can't beat that, but...
He's typing into his computer.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
He's typing something.
Has the computer got the answer?
849 Pro, set 10.5 degree with a KBS stiff plus.
Oh, that's a new shaft, Bernie. Not seen that one before.
Oh, I like the colour of it.
Like the colour of that?
Nice looking.
Bit blendy.
Blendy, yeah. It's lovely looking, isn't it?
Length-wise, you changed any of the length? What's your standard stock?
45.75 to end of the grip. So
Okay.
we currently got all the demo ones at.
Yeah.
But again, we can build them to any length.
How's that feel?
Good.
How's that look? Like, obviously there's a big difference between what you're currently using and then that, but is that...
It feels deeper to look at when you're looking down it.
Does
So
it?
It's slightly smaller, which I like.
Yeah. Do you think anything to do with the more silvery looking face? Is it
Could
silvery?
be. I mean, my one's got it's two-toned, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's sort of joined in. It's got a join across it. So obviously this one's just completely sort of one piece on top. So
Yeah.
maybe that makes it look slightly smaller. But I like the shape of it.
261 carry optimum. You was at 260.6.
Oh, 0.4 down.
Just the only jump out thing there is possibly the launch a little high and then the spin a little low.
Yeah,
is that
slightly high at the head? So
yeah.
It's come out a bit lower spin.
Okay.
But the rest of them have all been
pretty good. Let's just see a little bit of draw, Bernie, in that little fade. Let's just see what you get out of it.
I'm trying to work it right to left, but I don't think the shaft allows me to, which is not a bad thing. It means I could probably hit the shape I'm hitting and going a little bit harder.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to have a little go at that. See what if I get out of that, hitting the same shape.
Good carry though, 264 in the carry, or 265 in the carry. That's pretty good, Bernie. Good spin as well at 2.4. Good numbers.
So.
2.8 in the spin, launch. And
Done.
That was easy.
That was nice, wasn't it? A little 260 fairway finder.
Yeah, that was real good. We've got 252 with yours, 258. Picked up a few yards. Spin is very similar, within 200 revs. Launch is down 1.5 degrees, and strike's a little better. So yeah, so far so good. We'll jump on something a bit heavier now, just to see if.
Yeah.
What was the difference in weight between those two shafts?
This is, I think it's about 56 gram, so it's slightly lighter.
Yeah, did you notice it being slightly lighter, Bernie?
No.
Not at all?
No.
Okay.
It felt really good, to be fair.
So I think yours will be about 62-ish.
Yeah, it's not.
Oh, so it's not, it's tiny.
Yeah.
Yeah, small numbers, yeah.
It felt really good. I mean, in fact, it felt faster off the face than mine.
Did it?
So yeah, I think it's probably the sound was slightly more loud, wasn't it? Would you say?
Yeah. Well, I think
slightly different acoustics,
because it's
but
a
not a lot.
450cc head, so it's 10cc smaller.
Right.
So that's kind of weight when you thought it was a little bit smaller.
Yeah, it's noticeable, I think.
Is it?
In the 10cc, yeah, I know it's quite minimal, the 10cc, but it felt deeper.
It felt deeper and then smaller as a profile looking down.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
So you've moved over head and shaft now, or just shaft?
Same head.
Same head.
We're just in a mid 60 gram Project X Hulk, which is.
Oh, hello.
Hello, big gun. Hello, Hulk.
Let me add it.
That was left. Low and left. What do you think then, Nick? What are you expecting to see the difference between now moving to this shaft over the previous setup?
This shaft is the lowest spinning shaft out.
Is it?
It's one of the lowest ones you can get, yeah.
Okay.
So I just think if playing that kind of stock fade is going to give a bit more carry, still with that high fade.
Yeah.
So that's the plan.
Feeling much of a difference between the first shaft and what you're getting out of this one, Bernie?
Yeah, I prefer the first shaft.
You prefer the first shaft? Is that right, yeah?
Yep.
In what respect? Just this one feels heavier?
Yeah, I've only hit 3 or 4 shots with it, but the first one was a lot more consistent. This is a bit, hit one left, I'm shaping it more as well.
Okay.
What does Nick think?
For a slightly softer shaft, because this is a bit extreme, this is very stiff.
Yeah.
Is it?
So, yeah, this is like a 6.5, but at the high end of it.
But I suppose he is in an X flex.
He is an X,
his current shaft. Sounded good?
Yeah. That was as good as I got.
To me, just as an observer,
Yep.
it just looks like it's hard work. Like he's having to really work his hands to even get that thing to manoeuvre the way he wants it to go.
Yeah, it seems that because you don't hit it flat out, it's more of a controlled swing.
Yeah.
Lighter is easier to do it. It's heavy, you've got to kind of work to get it to the speed.
Yeah, and are you feeling that maybe at the bottom of the swing, Bernie? Do you feel like you've got just trying to work it really hard?
I feel like I'm having to put extra effort in. I'm not achieving much more from the extra effort.
Yeah.
To be honest. Felt like the first shaft was helping me a little bit.
Okay, and the head in it though? You like the look of the head? Do you?
Yeah, I really like that. That.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, I've always liked the slightly smaller head.
Smaller profile.
It just looks really nice, yeah, I like it.
What is next then, Nick? What are you up to now?
We are going to go for the Autoflex.
I've heard about this Autoflex shaft. Yes, it is that pink one in the middle there. What are we actually going to be seeing from this particular one?
Well, it's supposed to go quicker, allow you to swing quicker, but with the same effort. Because it's a lot softer, so this probably plays like a soft ladies flex, but there's no torque in it, so it's as stable as a very stiff shaft.
The player I've seen using this, Adam Scott, had this in the bag for a little while.
He used it for a while.
Did he? Yeah. It's like an automatic car.
Just push the button, just send the driver out there, let it hit it, and I'll walk down the fairway.
That's all you got to do.
The ball and then hit my irons in.
225 straight down the pipe there. 2 swings, that's 2 fairways.
Yeah. It just feels so weird, doesn't it? You feel like you're finishing your swing before the shaft's at it.
I like the pink in you with you, Bernie. Yeah, I do like that. I think that's all you. Yeah, you get it all day. Yeah. It's down the. I would say that's right half of the fairway.
Okay.
That sounded like an absolute ripper. The left?
On the left, yeah.
That was 104.5, so exactly the same.
So he's not picked up the 2 mile an hour that it promised.
No gains.
No.
Nick, you promised me 2 miles an hour.
Well, I don't think he did. I think the club did.
It?
Yeah,
club,
it was
the
shaft promised that, not Nick. So you're just changing some weights around as well, then, Nick? Are we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So going what, lighter or heavier in the back?
We're going to go lighter at the back,
heavier in the heel.
heavier in the heel.
So you're just trying to enable that club face just to square up a little bit more.
Because the fades were going well, but we were struggling to hit that draw.
Okay, and then you've moved out of the Autoflex now back into the original
KBS.
The original KBS that we tried earlier.
Launch was perfect, spin was good.
Yeah.
Slightly outperforming the Cobra, which is good.
Yeah.
So we'll just see if we can just tweak and get it even better.
Does that feel like you've got to work it harder with that setup now? Or is it hard to explain?
Yeah, I still think the first one I hit with that whatever the combination seemed to work a little bit better and feel better for me.
Yeah. He's feeling like he reckons he's losing a bit of speed, losing a bit of getting tired.
Okay, yeah.
I think that weight being pushed, that CG being pushed slightly further closer to the face, might feel a bit harder at the bottom to work it. Does that make sense to you?
So we'll probably put the weight back in the back, maybe de-loft it a notch, just to lower the spin a bit, but keep the forgiveness and the feel.
That. Love that.
So sometimes it's quite hard to explain as to what the feel is with a difference in changing of weights in the club head. Now, when I've done reviews with, let's say take a Callaway as an example, their sub-zero version compared to their standard version, when I'm pushing weight forward, the centre of gravity gets pushed closer to the face, and I feel like the weight at the bottom just really feels like it's hard work. And I think this is kind of what's happening with Lester here. I think that by pushing that weight just a little bit more towards the heel, a little bit closer to the face, he's just finding it a little bit harder to work that club through the ball in a way that feels comfortable to him.
So weight going, so you're going weight back now.
Yeah, we've got 8 grams in the back.
Yeah.
3 in the front, 2.
Yes.
And we've knocked it a click lower.
And should feel very similar to what you've had.
Yeah.
In the weight wise. Just a quick first reaction, but only one swing.
Yeah.
Did that feel different?
Yeah. Yeah, it feels better.
That felt different, did it?
Yeah. Wasn't quite what I wanted out of it, but...
No, but you can feel the difference when you move the weights around?
I think so.
Got it going left.
Yeah.
Back to how we started.
Lofted. Back to the original setup, the one that you kind of liked, yeah?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I don't know whether it's because I've hit quite a few balls, more than I'd normally hit in a day, in a week, in a month.
Yeah. a year. Better?
Yeah.
That's a good ball.
It's a really good ball. Good numbers with that one. 2.5, 260 in the carry, 2.5 spin, angle of attack 4 up.
Yeah, 282 from 105 is pretty good. It's literally.
Does that feel? Is that like? I know we've gone back to the original setup for
Yeah.
it. Does that feel better?
It feels more gameable to me. I don't
Yeah.
feel like I'm gonna. I don't feel like I'm gonna spread all over the place. I feel like generally it's a straight flight with a little fade,
Yeah.
which is what I quite like.
We did get a bit more out of the draw setting,
Yeah.
but in terms of like playability, it's
Yeah. And again, you know, when you get it right, Bernie, you get that spin up at like 2.6, 2.7, which is where you've got it there.
Yeah.
You're giving your best numbers.
Yeah.
A couple of those slightly thin, got the spin
Yeah.
up to 3, 3.5. That's where you're just losing a little bit of yardage. But it's a fairway finder, isn't it? Which is what you want. Two four. Oh, it's lovely. 262. Carry 2.4 in the spin. Very nice. That sounded good.
Yeah, yeah,
three
nice.
three
middle hit.
boppers in a row. What's your thoughts then, Bernie?
Yeah, I really like that setup. Feel like I've sort of half eliminated the left-hand side of the course.
Yeah.
A good one's almost a dead straight flight.
Yeah.
Slight fade when I don't quite middle it, or
Yeah.
or I hit down it slightly. But yeah, I was
And
definitely gameable.
Just looking at the bottom of the head, if you just spin it around there, you've got different weight ports here, so you've got the manoeuvrability if you want it. So
Yeah.
if you want to change, mess about with the weights, if you feel like you're maybe pulling it slightly, you could get it more in the toe and just
Yeah,
quieten that down a fraction, bring it back to target.
I think
You've
that's
got manoeuvrability there.
oh yeah, that's the good thing about
Modern
particular
tech.
setup.
really.
Modern
Yeah.
tech, I can start fiddling around
Yeah.
a little bit if I do suddenly, you know, some shape becomes a bit extreme. I can move it around. But,
Yeah, you've got just one more setting there in the toe, which is going to give you one more option than your current driver,
okay,
which is
ideal.
which is a good thing.
Yeah, 100%.
Are you happy in what your setup you've got in there?
yeah, very happy. Spin's looking good, launches a little better,
Yeah.
and the good ones are going past your Cobra,
Yeah.
and the bad ones are sitting about 153, 154, which is good.
But manageable.
Yeah, very.
You know, he can still play golf with it. You know, he's not going to be whacking it all over the park, you know, just because he's gaining yardage.
Yeah.
Much better.
Right.
Happy with your driver fitting?
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, I
It's
think so.
it's a club that I feel you've played around with over the years, as we've talked about throughout that video, is that Bernie has found drivers hard on occasions.
Yeah, I've
and
had a
you've-
love-hate relationship with them, haven't I?
you absolutely have, and on your good days, when you
I
get
love it.
those, yeah, Bernie has a good day and he's feeling good, sun's out, he's getting that shot
Guns
shape
are
that
out.
guns out, he's getting that shot shape that he wants. Any driver works for him. However, playing golf, scoring, that's an important, and that driver is an important club to get right in the bag, which is why having a fitting and going through a process is really, really important.
Yeah, you've got to be able to ultimately have confidence in the equipment you're using.
Completely agree.
And the fitting as well. And I think with the way Nick's fitted,
Yeah.
I feel confident he's selected something that's going to,
Yeah.
you know, not necessarily, you know, be at the same level or slightly better than what
Well-
I'm currently hitting. So
The good thing there is that the spin is the same.
yeah,
The carry, I think, is going to be up slightly,
which is good. Yeah,
which is good. But I think that's a manageable club. But the ball speed is up,
yeah.
which is key.
There's potential for more distance as I get used to it. My own driver I feel comfortable with. Hit it slightly, maybe
Yeah.
you know, feel like more comfortable with. And once I get the confidence with the sub 70 driver, I think there'll be massive gains.
And I'm looking forward to seeing what actually happens with Bernie and this driver. I think it'll be quite an exciting opportunity to see what happens, and we'll see it from the course vlogs, won't we?
Yeah,
we will see it.
That's the acid test, as they say, isn't it?
Absolutely right. Well, I hope you liked what you saw from our fitting video there with Lester here at the HQ of Sub 70. A fantastic facility. A big thank you to, obviously, Nick. A big thank you to Richard for allowing us to come up here and do this and go through this process. Don't forget, if you are new to the channel and you like what you're seeing, hit that subscribe button, put a comment down below, and we'll see everyone again soon.
See you soon.
See you later.